Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to another Ray William Johnson video. I like reacting to these videos. Like, even if I wasn't reacting, I would still watch the videos because these are some crazy stories. Like, I don't know how he finds these stories, but these are crazy stories, and I feel like they always end up in jail. And sometimes I react to body cam videos, so it's like, I guess similar, like crime, and but this one has like some actual video footage and pictures of the real people. Well, I guess the body cam videos are like showing the real people in real time. But yeah, sometimes when I watch stories about like criminals and stuff, they don't have actual footage. But sometimes he does include the actual footage or pictures of the actual people for these crazy stories. So yeah, that's why I like watching his videos. But yeah, let's get into this video. This is this famous actor scam. Not sure what that means, not sure what that is, but I guess I'll find out if I stop talking and start the video. So let's get into the video, and please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below.
So this woman is about to pull off this crazy
Let me turn down a little bit.
scheme by pretending to be a famous soap opera actor. Now her name's Lydia, and she
Okay, so catfishing with this man. I don't know who this man is. He says soap opera actor, but I don't watch that, so I wouldn't know who he is. So I guess she would have to scam a fan of his.
She's around 21 years old. She lives in Melbourne, Australia, and she apparently lives with her parents and doesn't have a lot going on. So one
These
day,
AI
I
pictures.
guess she gets bored and decides, I'm gonna go catfish some people. Might be fun. So she makes a new Facebook profile. Of course, she doesn't use her own name. Instead, she uses the name of this famous Australian soap opera actor.
Oh, okay,
This
he's
guy,
Australian.
Lincoln Lewis. And she makes this page look really authentic, and she starts pretending to be fake Lincoln Lewis. Now it's
Wouldn't you notice? She just made this Facebook account. Wouldn't you notice that it's fake based on how many people he follows or how many friends he has? Okay.
At some point, Lydia, as fake Lincoln, sends a friend request to this random woman. Now, we don't know her real name, but we'll just call her Betty. And Betty, she's a nice woman, she's a flight attendant, and by some crazy coincidence, she actually knew the real Lincoln Lewis. Like, they grew up in the same area as kids or something. Now, they don't really talk now that he's famous, but they used
Was interrupted by an ad.
So, of course, Betty...
But yeah, like, out of all the people that you could try to scam, you get in contact with someone that actually met him or knows him in real life. That's crazy.
Accepts the
out of all the people.
From this famous guy she knew as a kid. And they start messaging back and forth, sending photos, and Betty has no idea
Why is his hair brown
that
now?
the person she's talking to is just Lydia Cat.
But again, wouldn't you know the profile is fake based on how many friends and followers he has? Like, she just made that account, and how many friends does he have? And you don't notice that? Okay.
Fishing her. And over time, their conversations get more flirty, and they're sending adult photos of themselves to each other. Now, I don't know how Lydia faked nude photos of Lincoln Lewis.
Maybe
Photoshop. I don't know, but somehow she did. And soon enough,
maybe no
Betty
face
is in a full-blown romantic relationship with fake Lincoln Lewis. And so naturally, of course, at some point,
you have to
Betty
call.
wants to meet up with Lincoln. Like,
yeah, or
hey,
meet.
when
like
can
what?
we meet IRL? So they make plans to meet up, but every time they're...
How do you start a relationship with someone without even talking to them on the phone or even video calling them, like, these days? Like, wouldn't you want to meet the real person before getting into a relationship with them? I don't understand people sometimes, because how do you get this far with someone that you never met? You met someone online. Like, even if you meet someone online, like, it's 2024, you can video call them or something, but that never happened. That's not suspicious to you? I don't know. Sometimes these people that get scammed or whatever like this, it's like you didn't see the red flags. It's kind of hard to feel sorry for them, because, like, all these things you could have done but you didn't do. I don't know. It's just, maybe just that's just me, because I don't trust people like that.
about to meet fake Lincoln cancels at the last minute. And it keeps happening again and again and again. And after it happens enough times,
and you just
Betty starts getting suspicious. Like, is my boyfriend really Lincoln
that's
Lewis?
the point
Now,
that
remember,
triggers you.
Betty and Lincoln grew up in the same area as kids, and they used to know each other. And in fact, they actually still have a mutual friend in common. So Betty reaches out to their mutual friend and gets the real Lincoln Lewis's phone number, and she calls him. And the real Lincoln Lewis picks up, and Betty's like, hey, have we been dating each other for the last few months? And the real Lincoln is like, no.
That's the first question
Betty
she asks.
explains to him what's been going on, that someone friended her on Facebook pretending to be him, and that now they are in a relationship. And real Lincoln is like, what the fuck? And he gets so mad that he goes and tweets about it. It has come to my attention that weird people have made face.
Okay, so why would you go straight to Twitter to post about this? Oh, this was in 2013. Like, wouldn't you want to catch the person? Like, wouldn't you want to, I don't know. I feel like if I found out someone was catfishing me and I was talking to the actual person that they were using to catfish me, wouldn't you want to find out who this person is? Because now you're giving them a heads up and they could just like stop contacting you and you'll never find out who they are or like get them in trouble, especially if you gave them money or something. Like, you're just giving them a head start to disappear, run away. I don't know.
Facebook
That's just me.
profiles impersonating me and causing a lot of drama. Just deleted Facebook. Hope this stops. And Betty is also mad, and she goes and reports fake Lincoln, aka Lydia, to the police. But unfortunately, police, they don't really do anything. They're like, you got catfished. What do you want us to do? Meanwhile, Lydia knows.
Yeah, like, unless they scammed you out of money, like, okay, someone was pretending to be someone else, like, is that illegal? Well, I guess identity theft, but that's like stealing money. She didn't take money from you, did she? I don't know. Like, people catfish all the time, but I don't think it's illegal until like it becomes illegal. Like, if they start stealing money from you or something, pretending to be someone that they're not, in order to take money from you. But I don't know, that wasn't mentioned in the story.
Betty no longer believes her, but she isn't gonna give up. She seems to enjoy catfishing, and she doesn't plan on stopping. So she contacts Betty and tells her another big lie. She's like, okay, I'm not really Lincoln Lewis. My name is actually Michael. So now Lydia is pretending to be fake Michael. And fake Michael starts bullshitting Betty, and he tells her that he made the fake Lincoln Lewis profile only as a joke, like he was just goofing around. And the worst part about this is that Betty believes him. And she's still mad at him, but she continues to talk to him. Like, she must be really lonely. Because soon enough, they're talking all the time again, like every day. And eventually, Betty falls in love with fake Michael. And they end up in a full-blown romantic relationship. Now, here's where it gets really weird. As if it's not already weird.
So, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but 2 times back to back this happened to her. Red flags, she doesn't see them, and she's not suspicious now. Oh my gosh, sometimes it's really hard to feel sorry for people.
For some reason, now, not only is Lydia pretending to be fake Michael, aka Betty's boyfriend, but she will also pretend to be other anonymous people. And when she pretends to be other anonymous people, she'll send threatening DMs to Betty and threatening text messages, like lots of messages, sometimes up to 80 a day. Like, I'm gonna unalive you.
Okay, now you're threatening her.
Like, what the hell is she doing? And one time, Lydia,
no, that's illegal, so
Michael, goes
catch her.
As far as to stage a kidnapping. Like, one day, fake Michael starts sending Betty texts claiming that he's being hurt, and then an unknown number sends her messages threatening her, demanding Michael's contact info, and then, bam, Betty gets another text from a supposed federal agent, and this fake federal agent sends her a photo of fake Michael bound and gagged like he's been kidnapped. I don't know how Lydia faked all of this,
it's
but
crazy.
it is insane. So anyway, Betty's freaking out because she thinks her boyfriend's been kidnapped, and it's this whole
That's crazy
scene.
that
Now, let me
You have a
pause
boyfriend
this
that you never
story
met or
here
saw
because
in real
this
life
is about to get
or
worse.
video
Now,
call.
let's talk about this woman, Jess. Now, like Betty, Jess is also Australian. She's also a flight attendant. And a few years earlier, Jess was on a flight working, and by sheer coincidence, the real Lincoln Lewis was also on that flight. And so Jess is a big fan, and she stops him, and she gives him a hug, and she asks him for a picture, and they take this picture right here. Sometime later, Jess goes and friends Lincoln Lewis on Facebook. Here's the thing, though. The account that she friends isn't really his account. It's actually the fake account that Lydia had made to catfish Betty. So Lydia is the one who is...
Okay, so this is, I think the tweet said 2013. So, like, Instagram wasn't popping back then. So, yeah, she just made this Facebook account. And how many friends does he have on Facebook? Because wouldn't that be a sign? Like, wouldn't a famous person have a lot more friends on Facebook? But she just made the account, so it probably doesn't have a lot of friends. I don't understand. But yeah, Instagram, I think you would know based on Instagram, but it wasn't like popping in that year. So yeah, it's harder to notice on Instagram. But on Facebook, a famous person would have a lot more friends. So I don't know why people keep thinking it's the real person. I don't know.
Now Facebook friends with Jess. So Jess,
and if he has a Twitter, why don't you just
friends with the real
befriend him on Twitter?
And of course, Lydia takes full advantage of this, and she starts her catfishing scheme all over again. And so now Jess and fake Lincoln start talking, and they hit it off, and they're chatting every day, and soon they're texting all the time. And sometimes they'll talk on the phone. And now I'm not sure how it works exactly. Like, was Lydia putting on a fake voice? I don't know. But they apparently talk on the phone a lot. And eventually they...
If he's your favorite actor, wouldn't you know his voice? But, like, if she was using a voice changer or something, like, wouldn't you know? I don't know. I'm confused.
Into a long-distance romantic relationship, which is crazy. And it seems like Lydia is just really good at this catfishing stuff. Like, she's never going to get caught.
She has no life, this lady.
Until... One day, Jess gets a message from a coworker who works at the airlines. And coworker's like, "Hey, I just saw Lincoln Lewis on my flight." And Jess is like, "Well, that can't be. I was just talking to him." And so Jess goes and hits up fake Lincoln, and she confronts him like, "How can you be in two places at once?" And fake Lincoln, aka Lydia, makes up, I don't know, some bullshit excuse. But see, Jess is smarter than that. And she's not about to get played. And so she decides she is done. And she tries to cut things off with fake Lincoln. But fake Lincoln is like, no, he's not about to let her get away. So he starts sending her threatening messages and calling her all the time and harassing her and apparently contacting her family. And so Jess is fed up. She's like,
how
this. I'm going to take whoever this is.
Is she able to contact her family?
And she starts recording their phone conversations. And she brings all this information to the police. So now, finally, police get involved. And they set up this small sting operation where Jess asks fake Lincoln to wire her some money, just like a couple $100, because her phone is broken and she needs to get it fixed. So fake Lincoln, aka Lydia, falls for it. She's like, all right. And she goes to the bank to wire a couple of $100.
That is so crazy. The person doing the catfishing is not the person asking for money. The person doing the catfishing is the person sending the money. And they agreed to send the money. What? You're catfishing another person for what reason then? I don't understand. Like, if it's not for money or something, then... Like, why would the catfisher be the person sending the other person money? Like, the victim, they're sending the victim the money. I thought they were catfishing to ask for money, but they're the ones sending the money. The story's weird.
To Jess, and boom, they finally get Lydia on camera. The woman who had been pretending to be Lincoln Lewis the whole time. And eventually, bam, police arrest her. And I don't have a mugshot, but here's a picture of her in real life.
Oh.
And both Betty and Jess finally discover that it's a woman who's been catfishing them the whole time, not a man, and they are shocked. Like, they had no idea. I have no idea how Lydia pulled that off. But here's the sad part. Betty, apparently, she can't handle the humiliation of any of this. And she eventually goes and she unalives herself over this whole catfishing thing. Which is unfortunate and just really sad. And ultimately, Lydia goes to trial and she's found guilty of stalking. And she's sentenced to 2 years, 8 months. And then she gets another 4 years on top of that for some reason. Good.
Yeah, like, if you, I'm still confused because she catfished for what reason? Just because she had nothing else to do. But, yeah, I'm kind of confused. I guess she got extra time because the other lady, but, I guess she led her to that point, and that's why she got extra time. Because she wouldn't have done that if she didn't catfish her. But yeah, I think that's kind of interesting because there are so many more other people in the world that she could have talked to. Like, there's also dating apps and stuff. But yeah, but this was 2013, so back then I'm not sure how big dating apps were. I don't remember. But yeah, that's kind of crazy that a catfisher was just catfishing just for attention, I guess. Fake relationships, but not for money. And the catfisher got caught because they were the ones sending money to the person they were dating. So I guess they sent the money because they were invested in that relationship too. I don't know. This is a weird story because why not just find someone to date in real life if you're willing to send a stranger money? Why not date someone in real life and like help them out and like meet them in real life? I don't know. This is a weird story. It's an interesting story, but some of the things, like, why not just do it this way? Like, what's the reason to catfish in the first place if you're not trying to get money from someone? You're the one that gave money to them. Anyway, I can't stop thinking about that. But that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you could check out my first channel, SEKSHI. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.